Alright, welcome back. Let's continue the journey. As I learn what it means to forget and then learn again. Okay, I heard someone talking. Man, I open these so fast, and then it's like hard to grab the tinderboxes. I'm just so powerful. I don't know my own strength anymore. I forgot everything. I'm gonna let it lit. Ooh, shirts that I can't wear. Apparently they don't fit me.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Interesting. So it's an ancient evil that has been unleashed upon the world, and it's my duty to bring it down. There's a secret passageway. Are you here? I've seen the movies. I know. Pull one of these books, and then I'm gonna get me a gun, and then I'm gonna get to that passage or whatever, man. Shit, I'm sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to touch your vase. It was just a nice vase. Man, it's dark. Okay, I'm creeped out. So footsteps. Now I hear music. Heart is pounding and hands are shaking. Does the light heal me? No, heart is pounding and hands are still shaking. I obviously can't light everything. So is this like killing me just standing right here right now? I think it is. It won't open. It's locked. Oh no. Almost screamed. Almost screamed. That was really close. Oh, hey, so this all let her out. I can run. I feel like I'm saving oil by turning this off and on. No one bumped their head. I think I heard someone say hello. I'm not scared, you're scared. I'm the map, I'm the map. I'm the map, X3. I'm the map. Maps. Okay, I'm sorry. trowel. Put that away. Yep. While you're shaking hands or pounding, that summarizes it fairly well. Uh-oh. Is that a fake journal? Am I passing out?
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
Okay, okay. Ooh, it's a blue orb.
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hand was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
I'm hearing music. First of all, it sounds like I just downloaded an alien civilization stuff. That's creepy. Very, very creepy. Ooh, chesticles. Noise. Noise, noise. I don't like the fact that I'm hearing music. There should be no music. It is nighttime. You should be in bed. That piano's a trap. I know what's gonna happen. I look at that. It closes. My guy, okay. Okay. I see the problem here. That's a big problem. Floor plans. Bust the wall down? Is there another lever? This invisible book? No, those all look like walls. Yeah, so... Excuse you? Excuse you? Here, I have breakthrough. Fragile. Not breakable hand. Alright, we'll use a map then. We have the technology. No, we do not, apparently. I'm gonna try and save this a bit. Book. This fucking, I know it. I need a rock. That's what we're looking for. Hello there, handsome. Okay. Yeet. Yeah. Sunlight hurts my...
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Alright, activate the first one. First one on what? Ooh. Hey there. That place and Brennenburg, Castle 1801. Another region rich with lore is that place, deep within the East Persian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor's castle, Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with the scattered lakes is picturesque as can be. Albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local, you will hear proof of widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, but it will serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twisted tales and some motifs that repeat. The Gatherers. The story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that the soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called the Gatherers. They seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them when they reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? They visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known eruditive, visited Alstadit at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked at the remnants of the kingdom's past. During his stay, all the prominent members of the society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only never to be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grinsnob some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever witnessing Alstadet, which makes you wonder what really happened there. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleeping hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with the family in his castle nearby, at Staldet, and like many of those noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century, and it was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman in the Rhinelands claiming the role of prospector to the Persian state. 16th century. Wasn't Alexander with me at the dig in the 18th century? 200 years later? I don't know if that's how centuries work. I think so. If I'm wrong, feel free to let me know. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring is never fully recovered. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact one and the same who came to the West over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of the country. Yeah, Black Eagle, yet again. So he's like the leader of Black Eagle, it seems. Open, it won't lock. Okay. There's a puzzleroo here. Oh, shiny book. Shiny book? Scouting. Let's go ahead and pop that one too. Shiny book. 2 shiny books? Right? I only saw 2. Oh, there's a 3rd. Yeah. I'm smart. I is smart. Smart as I. I honestly thought I had to light all the fires in there at first. Man, I'm low on tinder. Ooh, a key. Ooh. Give me tinder. Give me tinder. Come on, come on. Oh, no, fine. Regarding closing the Y cell, Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye of the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It is a matter of time until they follow the trail of Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up in order to avoid further investigation from them. The wine cellar is to be sealed until the matter is handled. Either the king's leave or they starve. Whatever comes first, they can all rot for all I care. Maybe I'll feed them some wine, since it would have since solved both of my problems. Okay, so it sounds like the wine's poison. Use you. Okay, I'm gonna end this episode here. That was scary. Let's see what happens.